Hello, here we are.
Good afternoon.
Sue,
Well, it is here.
Sue has braved Hurricane
I've braved
Doris.
Storm Doris.
Storm Doris.
Yeah, there was loads of trees and branches and stuff on the roads, but I thought, no, I'll go and see Jan. But I'm telling you, one flake of snow and I'm through that door.
She's been helping me with the measuring, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to measure walls up to see whether we're going to get, the shelving done.
That's it.
When it'll get done, we still don't know. But it's been measured.
It has.
Been measured.
With a few little mishaps, but...
Christmas decorations went a little bit flying.
They did.
But they were alright, none of them broke, did they?
No, and I still managed to get into the corner with the tape measure, didn't I?
She was like a ballerina, pirouetted on one leg. Oh, look, we've got the postman on the other side of the road, so prepare your ears. I'm telling you, when he sees him, he'll go bananas.
He will, but he's on the other side of the road for now. So.
Hopefully he'll creep past, because I don't think I'm expecting anything. Don't think so. So, if it's a bill, you can keep it.
Yeah, send it back.
Keep it, yeah.
No bills, please.
Yeah. I need to say a big hello to my friends who are going to Stitches.
Ooh.
I would love to go with them, but So hello Jenny, hello Nicole and her daughter Lexi. Hello to Zelda. Hello Z, if you're going. And hello to everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm not going in one way because there's one person I would love to avoid.
Oh right, yeah. So,
you know what I mean, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Unfortunately, she's been going round telling a few little pork pies. A few lies,
I'm going to say for the Americans, porky pies are lies.
Porky pies are lies, yes.
Sort of like Cockney rhyming slang, isn't it?
Doing a bit of tick-tattling, and I can't be doing with that.
No.
Not when it hurts other people, I can't stand it. I'm not naming it because I'm not giving her notoriety. No. But those who know me know who I'm talking about, so I'm glad I'm not there because I might cause a furore.
Yeah.
Urban Gypsy Crochet punches woman in the middle of Stitches.
What you like?
Oh, are you? Well,
yeah.
There you go. That's what I think about you.
Gosh.
So it's probably as well I'm not going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably as well. But enjoy yourself, girls.
Oh, yeah.
And men, if you're going. But enjoy yourselves. Yes.
Anything to do with the yarn and
anything
crochet
and
knitting and...
Anything at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're most envious.
Yeah, because we don't have them really, do we? I keep saying this, we have these like knit and stitch things that are mostly paper crafts and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then there's Yarndale, Woolfest. But they're the opposite, they're all the top end.
Yeah.
And I mean, I do like going to them, don't get me wrong, but they're a bit out of my league for price.
Yeah. We'll carry on as we are because we're happy.
Well, we are most of the time, aren't we?
Yeah.
Daft and happy, that's me.
No wrong with daft and happy. Is there?
Yes, well I've not got a lot to say really, except I've been in touch with the counsellor asking if he can suggest what I can do about next door's rubbish. So far I've not had a reply. I'm not expecting much because the council's just...
Mind you, sometimes if you get, your local councillor involved.
Yeah.
Do you know,
I've got to the stage if I had the money I would get a skip and tell her to put everything in it.
Yeah.
I would pay the skip if I had the money.
Yeah, but they seem the type of people who let you get the skip and then expect you to go and...
Oh yeah, she probably expect me to put it all in the skip for her. 20 odd years old and able-bodied.
I know, but I think there's a lot of them these days of their age and they've just no idea, have they?
No pride.
No, and they just, it's not mine.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care.
Hundreds of people living in rental accommodation that treat it like it's their own.
Yeah.
And they keep it lovely and the gardens are lovely and everything like that. But then you get the other people who think, oh, it's only rental, it's nothing to do with it. No pride. No pride.
Ah, well.
I couldn't live like that.
Anyway, come on. What? You've got stuff to show.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen a couple of them before. Whoops. It's the ice cakes.
Yeah.
It's called ice cakes, yeah it is. The thing is, I love it and I've loved working with it and it's gorgeously soft. But it's kind of expensive for me to make shawls with it to put on my Etsy because, you know, it's kind of pricey. But that's the grey one finished off. Again, it's still not blocked. Still not blocked.
Shall I stretch it?
Yeah, stretch
Block
it
it
out.
for you.
Stretch it out. It's Doris Chan's All Shawl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And I really love doing it. It's so quick and easy. And I did put a picture on my Facebook page of the one I did, remember, years ago? Well, I've done a few. I've done a few of them.
Gosh, you've done loads.
The ones with the three.
Shawl.
The ones with the three.
Yes.
Three
the
layer.
flamingo one. Not flamingo.
Flamenco.
Flamenco.
I don't think I've seen a flamingo like that.
No. No, but it's very Spanish inspired, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very Latin.
And I finished the one that was very bold coloured.
It's nice that.
Yeah.
I must admit the colours in that one are lovely.
Yeah. The one with they did with the grey and the turquoise, it's kind of not enough turquoise to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too grey.
But this one, when it was actually in the cake and you showed me, I thought, oh God, that's going to be a bit.
I wasn't keen on that colour on the end,
it really quite works. Yeah. I like it made up, that.
Yeah.
I would never have chosen it.
Yeah.
Looking at the cake.
Well, I chose it because I like bright colours, but when I actually arrived, I thought, I don't think I like it. But now it's made up, I do. But I'm still not keeping it, it's going on Etsy.
Right,
Oh, thank you to everybody who's been putting likes on my Etsy. Very nice of you. I do appreciate having a look. Yeah.
Antonella, was it? Oh dear, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. Annette.
Annette, is it?
Yes.
Well, she put.
Thank you for
the lovely
nice
comment.
review.
Yeah, a lovely review. Had some nice reviews.
How are you doing to me?
I know.
Look.
I'm doing a sew. I've got
Look.
a tail hanging on it. Wouldn't be me. I decided I'd change the stitch, but it's gone farther actually.
It has.
On this one, it's made it
I do
much
like
bigger.
the colours in this.
What I want to do though with this is to find a similar colour to one of them because I'd like to put 3 tassels on it.
Yeah.
You know, a tassel in the centre back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you've got something upstairs that'll do
I'm
it.
sure I have somewhere. Yeah.
Ah.
Just not saying anything because the
No,
POST
that's
line's
it,
just
yeah.
gone. Gigi didn't notice.
No, I didn't.
So we're okay. Yeah, I'd like to put 3 tassels down the back of it.
Yeah. But
But-
I tell you what, it is.
It's beautifully soft.
It's lovely, yeah.
But the problem is it's cost me more kind of than what people in the US would be able to buy the carrot cakes. So for me to put it on Etsy, it's going to seem a little bit pricey. But we never know. But I do like that. I want to make more granny square ones, like with tassels on.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
It is, it's lovely.
Yeah. There we are, done a sew. Would it be me, would it? So I'm actually projectless at the moment. So I'm not doing anything. I finished that last night and
Pardon?
yeah, not got anything on the hook.
Well, I must admit, I did a little tidy up yesterday. I had a long run at work, so yesterday I thought, right, doing all the tidying up. And I just tend to put stuff in bags and just, you know. And I'm not kidding, I've got myself a bucket full of UFOs that I'm going to have to finish. So, irrespective of the fact that I've just got some new yarn.
Yeah, we've just been in this stash room and I just said, this is so you.
I'm going to have to really try to finish because a lot of them are just, you know,
just let me get what I've just
only a few hours worth of shorts are being finished. Can you manage?
No. I don't want to get up and do it. Sue's going to get it now.
I will. Excuse me.
I cannot get off this sofa, it's too damn low. I was going to get my carpenter to put blocks underneath it, but now I'm going to have to ask my son to put blocks underneath it.
Right, well, Jan had promised me this a while ago, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Because Jan thinks it feels a bit scratchy.
It does, it's not one of Ice's better ones, is it?
Well, no, but I think because it's got
Has it got any wool in it?
15% mohair and 15% wool.
Ah, that'll be why.
That's why.
If it's been on an animal and it comes anywhere near my skin, I just scratch for England.
But it's quite nice. I shall.
You like the browns, don't you? And the greens and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah. Well, you see,
That's
I like your
obviously-
dressy scarf. Not that it goes with my purple. Oh, thank you, Ephraim. I'm wearing your necklace today.
Oh, come on, where does it say how much is on it? They usually
I
have the
think
yardage on, don't
50
they?
gram. Ice is not all that good at putting yardages on.
Oh, I don't know.
Has it got it
Come
on?
on. Oh yeah, 125 metres. I'm looking all round there and it's there still in your face. I'm good at that.
Good at that, yeah.
So I shall think of something
Yeah, because I'm not going
to
to
do
use
with
it.
that.
I'm going to pare down my stuff. I know people have said donate it and that. I am going to donate some
Yeah,
of
but
the
it's
baby.
your stuff. You do with it what you
Yeah.
want to.
I am going to donate some the baby yarn to.
Yeah, no,
Well,
but
because-
like I've
but-
said before.
But please don't
know,
ask for
because-
anything because I'm not donating. Sounds mean. I know it sounds mean, but
No, it's not. You've bought and paid for that.
yeah, twice over because I get in debt for it. So I had to pay for it and pay the interest on it as well.
You know, so it's up to you what
Yeah.
you do with it.
Yeah.
No, and this, I can imagine, like you said, it's
It's very droppy. What's
Yeah.
it called? I've got now.
let's have a look.
It's
It says fancy yarn luster, and it's polyester and acrylic,
don't know who made it.
and it's to chunky and mohair.
Does it?
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Doesn't.
Cynicism.
Yeah, we're like,
You
yeah.
get past
okay.
the age of 50 and it creeps into everything, doesn't it?
Get to 70 and you argue with everything.
Ah,
That's the beauty of old age. You get away
it
with it.
is, yeah. Well, you see, I'm practising
Yeah,
to be bitter and
I'm
twisted and
teaching her.
cynical and
I'm teaching her. She's like my
Mind you, I
surrogate
don't
daughter,
think-
you see, so I'm teaching her.
I don't think we could be bitter and twisted if we tried, though, could we?
My niece keeps saying to me, oh God, am I going to grow up like you? I keep saying, sorry, yeah.
Hey, there's nothing
Sorry.
wrong with that.
Sorry, yeah, you are. She
I've
said it's-
told my kids, I've said, no,
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to grow old disgracefully.
Yeah, I do. Disgracefully. Yeah, that's me.
And my daughter just turned and goes, oh, mother.
And
she says it just like that, oh, mother.
my niece said she can see herself, like, along the line
Yeah.
in me. So she's got, like, an insight into what she's going to be like when she's 71.
Now, I can't see her yardage on that, but I should imagine it's quite good yardage. Yardage.
Put your teeth
But
in.
there's this greenish colour
There's quite a few of them, so she's got enough to make a big shawl.
mixed with like a sort of... Is it silver or is it sort of like a sort of bronzy?
I don't know. But it's very slidey and very slippy when it's made up. I'll
You
tell
can
you.
make gorgeous shawls.
I made a little bolero in it and it kept on growing.
Oh, we see shawls without the need for blocking.
Yeah,
and then there's
definitely
this,
don't need to block it.
and it's a proper jam colour.
Yeah, but even so, it's,
But
it's
it's
not me at all. The woman.
Gorgeous. And this is in purple. Let me wave this under your noses.
Purple, girls, purple. And I've let go of it.
Yeah.
You know I
Well,
don't
it's
let go of purple.
absolutely lovely.
I know I won't use it. I know it's not going to eat anything,
Yeah.
but... Oh, look at that. That's not nice, is it? And not right
Is
close
it
to the
not?
edge.
All
Yes,
right.
and
Well,
not-
at least it's not.
Yeah, at least you can snip it off before
Yeah.
you start, can't you? But...
But, oh no, I'm quite looking forward to that. But I've got this bucket of UFOs to finish first.
I've got no UFO. Yes, I do. Telling a lie. I've got my hospital shawl.
Right. Mind you, that is for
That's for a reason. That's when
Yeah.
it comes out of hospital time.
So I'm really quite.
Yeah. And I've actually got some knitting, would you believe, from about 5 years ago that I found. I've done the back and the front and I've even sewn the buttons on. There's no sleeves.
You sewed the buttons on before you.
Sewn
Put
it
the
all
sleeve.
together, yeah. Put the buttons on. It's got no sleeves.
Well, can you not sort of edge the armholes and?
No, I'll put the sleeves in eventually. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I will.
Right.
I will. It's actually behind the sewing machine. You know that big old-fashioned sewing machine I've got? Big heavy thing.
Yes.
Well, the basket that it's in is actually trapped behind the sewing machine.
Oh.
So once I come to move all that stuff
Yeah.
in the dining room, I'll find it. So I know it's there, so but I can't actually get to it at the moment. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes.
But I don't know what I'm going to make next. I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you what you haven't seen. Those are the colours I got you. I got one more colour in that
In the maple.
maple. Some of it is what I've had before, I think.
Oh right, yeah.
But you've not seen the pink before because I've not.
No, I haven't.
No. It's all gone, by the way, now, people.
It
Sorry.
has, yeah. Peach Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, those colours look nice, don't they?
Yeah. There was about 3 colours I didn't get.
Yeah.
I think I've had this one before. I think
Which one's this?
something in lime. And
Jewel lime.
I think I've got that one.
Well, that's quite nice, isn't it? Sort of
Yeah.
oranges, purples and greens.
See, when I get my shelving up, I'll be able to put
yeah.
it all together. Then I'll be able to know what I've got and what I haven't got. Won't I? So
Yeah.
yeah. And there was another colour, but I think I've had that one before. No, it's on the floor there, but you can reach
Oh,
it.
right. Oh, yeah. I can, yeah.
But I think
Is
I've
it
had that
Jewel
before.
lime.
Yeah, but it's got another colour in as well that looks very much like.
Hang on. You hang on to that.
Yeah, it looks very,
Excuse my rear end.
well, it's not as big as my rear end, is it?
Christ, John, I nearly fell off.
Yeah, that's the other one. It's not.
No, that's Jewel lime.
No, there's another colour.
Oh.
Another colour in there somewhere. I think it's that one.
Oh, right. Yeah, that
Not
looks.
jewel lime, is it?
No.
Sweet peppers.
Oh, no, that's nicer in the flesh than it ever looked on the website.
I don't know.
Oh, very nice.
If you can hear a horrible noise, by the way, it's my washing machine. It's not.
Ooh.
It's not an aircraft taking off. It's the washing machine. We don't live next to a heliport.
Oh, no, very nice.
Yeah. Once I get my shelf sort of stuck and shelf out what?
Yeah.
Shelf out. Sort out what? Oh, everybody seemed to like our laughing fit the other day. It carried on after we switched.
Oh, God, yes.
I honestly thought we'd run out of time. I didn't think it was still there. And then she said to me, no, leave it on. Leave it on. That's us really.
Yeah.
So, what have you got planned for the rest of the week? Are you back in work?
I'm back in work all weekend.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So,
Well, my niece is calling. What day is it today? Thursday. No, she's calling Saturday.
oh, nice.
Well, just a coffee.
Yeah.
She comes more now, you see the dogs out here, because she didn't like the dogs. They scared her. She got bitten when she was little.
And sometimes it just,
It's scarred her for life.
gosh.
Even though our two wouldn't. Oh,
Yeah.
they're so soft. They're lovely dogs, weren't they? Still are.
Well, that's it, but no,
Makes
they
me
are
s-
lovely dogs, but I can understand if it,
Is somebody frightened of them, yeah.
yeah.
It's nice for me to be able to walk from A to B without falling over them, though.
Yeah.
Much
Must
as
admit, they were a safety hazard.
Much as I loved them, they had a habit of lying just where I wanted to
Yeah.
walk. Or they'd lie on your feet, wouldn't they? Or lie on your toes, But I miss them more because I didn't really have time to get to say goodbye to them because they said they were taking them and they were going to stay for the weekend.
And then they just not come
And then
home.
they just didn't bring the dogs back, they just stayed. So I didn't get time to say goodbye to my doggies. I just went, see you, because I thought they were coming back.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see them again.
Oh, I will, yeah. Definitely we'll see them again. Because I'm going for a grand tour when it's all finished up there.
All right, very good.
Mm.
You should have been before, then you could have
Well, I
seen
did.
them before and after.
I did have a quick look round when they'd half done it.
Yeah.
But I never saw it before they even started it.
Yeah.
Because they'd moved doors around and they moved windows around.
Yeah.
And things like that. But I didn't see it when they first went there. I didn't see it then. So I've seen it half done. And then it's still not done at the moment because they're waiting for a few bits and pieces to get finished off.
Yeah.
And they're still waiting for the sofa.
All right.
Because that's not coming until, I think it's about June, I think.
I know there's, when you order them,
Yeah.
it is a long wait unless it's like sales stock that they've got a few to get rid of.
Yeah. And I remember once when we ordered ours, I mean, I was just about due to give birth to our ear. And they kept saying it would come, and then it didn't. And then I went down. They could see I was like
Yeah.
out here. And I said, I really want my sofa for Christmas. I said, I'm going to give birth in a few weeks' time. And he said, I'll tell you what I'll do. He said, I'll give you one that was ordered before yours. He said, because I don't think they're as bothered to have it as you are. He says, and we'll bump you up the queue.
Yeah.
So I got mine Christmas Eve, I think I got mine.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
one.
just in time. And so that poor soul whose place we took in the queue.
Yeah, but you had a greater need.
Well, I did, because I couldn't sit on the floor with a newborn baby, could I?
No, that's true.
I mean, I did have a chair, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but you don't tell them that, do you?
No, but it wasn't really comfortable
No.
and suitable, because at the time I thought I was going to be breastfeeding out here.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really suitable. It was one of those little cottage chairs, you know.
Right, yeah.
That my auntie had given me. And it wasn't really comfy or suitable, really. But as it turned out, greedy guts had to go on a bottle anyway. So that was it. I was a failure.
Oh, give over.
No, well, he was too big and hungry. Every time I fed him, they were supplementing him with about a bottle full of stuff. So I thought, there's not much point to this, really, is there? And put myself through agony trying to give him a teaspoonful. And Greedy Guts was having a pint or somewhere else, you know.
Yeah.
So I just said,
you know, it's very much down to mother and child, isn't it?
It just never happened with me. It just never happened. Oh.
I must admit, my son was not a greedy baby, but he needed more because he went on that plus milk.
Yeah, for the bigger baby.
He used to get brand A ordinary, brand A plus. And he went on that.
I started mine off new mother.
And it was much better after that.
New mother, knew nothing, went by the book, you know. And I had him on the initial baby milk stuff, and he was crying and he was always hungry and everything like that. And the welfare woman said to me, he was £9.2 when he was born. No, £9.3 when he was born, and he's £11.7 now. He's not supposed to be on this little baby milk. Because I was going by what they tell you. You know, not to so many months. You're supposed to be on this new baby milk, aren't they? And I never knew, you know, that you went by the weight, you know, the size of your baby. She said, oh no, you should have had him on the other one. So he did calm down a little bit. He wasn't quite so hungry. Because I was filling him up with liquid. Of course, he wasn't getting the content. Yeah. Because I had him on the wrong milk. You know, I had him on the weak stuff. Whereas he wanted the meat pies. My dad used to say that. Pulverise some steak and stick it in his bottle. Yeah. That's what he needs. I mean,
because you used crushed rusk up, didn't you? Into put it in bottle.
Farleen and Farex.
This, you know, health visitor type, red hot needle, make the old bigger. Yeah. I mean, good God Almighty would be up for
child abuse.
It worked.
Our ears bottle was so thick at one stage, he was like blue in the face trying to suck it through the hole in the teeth. You know, you could have given it to a spoon. It was that thick. But that's what they used to do in those days. You used to give them Farley's rusk with the something. Yeah. Honestly, those were the days.
Do you know Farley's rusk? I think. You know, baby's got some and I got the rest. I love Farley's rusk.
But now they're all about, don't wean them till they're 6 months old. God, he was like a prize fighter when he was 6 months old. If I'd have given him a bottle, then he'd be, oh, what's this? I want something I get my teeth, with no teeth round. He didn't get teeth for ages. He was so slow with his teeth.
Yeah.
He was quick with walking, fairly quick with talking, but slow with teeth.
Right.
You know, when you're a new mum and you go to the clinic and they say, how many teeth has he got? And I'm like, well, he's working on them, you know. Oh, mine's got 2 teeth. And they always want to show you, look, he's got 2 teeth. I used to think, bite 'em, baby, bite 'em. Just because mine's not got any teeth. He had good solid gums, though. He managed to get through most things.
Well.
Oh, God, those were the days. I was such a naive mother. I was just hopeless.
Yeah, but we all are.
I've never even seen a baby. Like, most women have had knowledge of a baby. They've nursed their sister's babies or whatever. But me, I'd never even seen a damn baby. I didn't know which end were up. You know, it was like, ooh. And he literally had to tell me how often to change nappies and stuff because I was so clueless. Absolutely. I was not a natural born mother.
Changing.
I was not a natural born mother. And my son was soaking wet every 10 minutes, I'm sure he was. I used to think, gosh, how many more nappies have I got to get through today?
Yeah.
I don't know how they get away with just putting like about 4 nappies on a day these days. I used to go through about a dozen every day at least.
Yeah, well the thing is, it's sort of like, I must admit, you know, you were the generation that, one of the last generation to have, you know, terry nappies.
Yeah.
My daughter, I remember having terry nappies.
Yeah.
For her, and then discovering the fact that, I could afford.
Yeah.
Oh, it was tight, but we could afford disposables.
Disposables were
But my son, I think he was disposables from day one.
Disposable nappies were rotten when
started off with terry nappies.
Because
it was always pretty daddy get these great big nappy pins.
Oh, yeah.
And you think, oh,
stick them through.
But you don't.
You don't. No, you put your hand underneath them so you don't do it. But I mean, there were disposable nappies just weren't around 8 years ago.
Yeah.
They had got some, but they were just infancy ones. They were really didn't keep anything in. They were soaking wet through.
Yeah.
I bought them one time when we were going on holiday. I thought, that'll be ideal. Luckily, I took my terriers with me because he was soaking wet through. Mine was a very wet baby. My dad used to call him Sir Drinks a lot.
Oh right. Maybe the thing is, it's also like the umpteen ways you used to be able to fold a nappy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember, you know, health visitors saying, "Oh well, you know, do it this way."
Yeah, I used to do the kite. Yeah, and my mother couldn't do it.
Yeah, there was the kite, and then you know, just an ordinary sort of triangle, and then there was one where the triangle, and then you folded into the
You folded it differently for a girl and differently for a boy.
Yeah, it was a boy's one
because the boy
I used that for both of them.
The boy had all the folds at the front.
Yeah.
And the little girl had the folds more towards the back, didn't they?
But it was better because they seemed to be comfier.
Yeah.
And it was sort of less bulk.
Yeah.
You know, around the hips and everything. But
my mother couldn't get the hang of that. But he used to come in and he used to have it the old-fashioned way. You know, like with all this bulky stuff in between his legs. Poor little thing was like walking bandy-legged. And I used to think, oh, Mum, you've put his nappy on wrong again. And I used to even fold them up. And fold them and put them in his nappy bag, folded up. But she still put them on her way. Poor little thing. The joys of nappies.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, these days, they just take them off, roll them up, stick them in bin, and we had to stand there and
wash them all, yeah. I think about the landfill though, me. Oh, nappies going into landfill. Yeah. Oh, there's my neighbour coming out.
I can't see anything.
He was like, he's come down and gone to the car.
Oh, right.
He was like a yo-yo last night. He was in, out, in, out, in, out. And I was trying to doze off.
Were you curtain twitching then?
No, I was trying to doze off and then his car would start and then I'd just be going back to sleep and he'd bring his car back again and then he went off. I don't know where he was going all last night. Oh, he's walking up the road now.
Oh, right-o.
It's nice when you have neighbours that seem to be restless all night, isn't it, you know? Well, at least the crying baby stopped. He's grown up now.
Oh, well, there they are. Bonus.
I had 18 months of a screaming child.
Oh, God.
Every night, all night long. So one of my eyes aren't down around my kneecaps. Oh. It's good genes. Somebody asked me what skincare I used. It's just good genes, isn't it? Being in the rain.
Yeah, plenty of moisture.
Plenty of moisture. I think this is where we get the advantage of people who live in a nice hot country. People who live in a nice hot country have the drawback they get more wrinkles.
Do you reckon?
Mm.
I'd never really thought about it.
When we went to Greece, they have some gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful young girls. And then there seems to be a gap, and then the next type of woman you see is one that looks about 90. And you know she's not. But I think it's the hot sun.
It must be, yeah.
Especially if they don't moisturise very well, yeah. But the secret of my lovely skin is rain. Good genes and rain, yeah. My mum had lovely skin, my grandma had lovely skin. So I think I'm the failure of the family. I'm the one with the...
Oh, I wouldn't say failure.
But I'm not a Botox.
No.
No wrinkles, no Botox. Crepey bits under the eyes, I've got to say.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
But come on, at my age, you know. I mean,
I'm getting all that.
When I think back, when I was young, like, women my age now, we're like old crones, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you saw someone who was 70-something,
That's
you know,
it. You see, family pictures.
Yeah.
You know, from years ago, and you think, crikey, how old were they there?
Yeah, they got lots
when you weighed all up.
Yeah, they weren't that old. Yeah.
They weren't as old as.
As you think, yeah.
Yeah.
Character lines, I think they call. My family, some of my family must have a lot of character. That's all I can say. But my mum, she must have been characterless. She had a lovely skin.
Yeah.
And her hair, oh, she had the thickest, bushiest, gorgeous hair.
Oh no, I can just think back, and my mum and my grandma, we all have really fine.
No.
It was funny, I came in today, she said, oh, what have you done at your hair? She said, it looks ever so fluffy. Have you had it done? I said, no, it's the wind.
She said, no, I've been out in Doris. But it was all like fluffed up, you know, and it was like normally it's sort of more to your forehead.
Yeah.
And I thought,
no, I'd just been blown inside out.
I thought she's been to the hairdresser, she's had it all fluffed up, you know.
Well, I must admit, I got down to Asda in Asda Bridge, which is sort of maybe 7-8 miles from home.
Mm-hmm.
I've come across the tops. I'm thinking it's windy, and stops at the lights at Asda, and I thought, flipping heck! It was like there were a couple of lads going like that with car.
Yeah.
You know, the wind was just really rocking it.
I hate it when it's windy. You're going along this road and then a side street. And it goes, woof, it blows you sideways, doesn't it? I mean, I often think, oh, poor cyclists. I mean, I
must admit, I used to hate that on my bike. It was.
I've been buffeted a few times on my little scooter. But a push bike, can you imagine if it moves a car, you know, what does it do to a person on a push bike?
Well, I had a sports bike a while ago, and it like all fairing, all the plastics round it.
Yeah.
And he hated that because it was like trying to ride a crisp packet in the wind. You know, like you say, side streets. So imagine, you know, if you feel it in the car, when you're on a bike, it's like, whoa!
I can remember when I was a kid, we used to go to Blackpool. It's very seedy and grubby now, but it was very nice when I was a kid. It used to be the place to go to, Blackpool. And it always rained. So we always had these pack-a-macs. Remember them see-through see-through plastic bags and rain.
I can almost see where you're going with this, Jan.
Rain hoods. So you were walking along the prom, and the prom was very, very windy and choppy, so you decided you'd walk along the street that ran parallel to the prom. But every time you got to a street corner, it was like, woohoo! And the wind would go inside your rain hood, you know.
Yeah.
You were going halfway down the street, and your coat was acting like a balloon, you know.
Oh, God, pack-a-macs. I remember that.
Oh, you had to get a new one every year because these two bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just, you know, everybody had to have a pack-a-mac.
You had to have breather rolls under your armpits, didn't you? Because otherwise you were wet through with sweat underneath this pack-a-mac. And they had rubber buttons. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, flipping heck.
Hey, men had the grey ones, didn't they? And women could have white, pink or blue.
Yeah.
No other colours, just white, pink and blue. And the rain hoods, you could either have them plain or with spots on.
Do you remember those rain hoods that folded up?
Yeah, they were the ones.
Like a fan?
Like a fan, yeah, like a concertina.
Yeah, and my grandma always had one in her bag.
Yeah, I did as well.
You know, every...
horrible.
Every old lady had one of these in the bag.
They still sell them, you know, on eBay.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, flipping heck.
Yeah, we ought to get to.
Yeah.
Sit here and wear them. Yeah.
No, I remember my mum always had headscarves.
Yeah.
I still do buy the odd square one, but it's to go around my neck.
I always used to wear mine like Audrey Hepburn wore hers. You went round like that and you crossed it over.
Yeah.
And you tied it at the back, didn't you? So it looked like a hood.
Yeah, but Audrey Hepburn always used to look good in hers.
She looked glamorous in hers,
yeah, like you see these, you know, in the films from the 50s and the 60s, and they're in the sports car going along
Yeah.
wherever it is in
They always
Monte
look so
Carlo.
glamorous in their
They
headscarves.
do, yeah,
don't
the
they?
headscarf and the big glasses.
Yeah. Audrey Hepburn glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you sort of like,
Whereas I
we
look,
try it, and
I look more like, you know, Mrs. Brown.
Hilda Ogden.
Hilda Ogden, yeah, that's
Yeah.
from Coronation Street, if you're not aware of it.
Oh, bless.
Well, they used to tie them under the chin, didn't they? I mean, the Queen used to tie hers under the chin when
Yeah.
she went to... She used to wear it when she went
Well, she
horse
still does,
riding.
yeah, in the country and horse riding and
Yeah,
that,
before she wore a... I don't think...
Yeah, but even she suits it. Why
Yeah.
don't I, you know?
No, I don't. I look like Slopstone Nelly. I just don't suit a scarf. I don't suit a hat, though. Not
Well,
really.
I don't, yeah, I quite...
No.
It's just having the guts to wear it. I just don't know. I just feel a little self-conscious in a hat.
I'm alright with a woolly hat. Not too bad with a woolly hat, even though they don't suit me. But I will put one on if I'm cold.
I like the flat cap style hats, me.
I like the John Lennon kind of Beatles hats.
Yeah.
You know, like Dutch boy caps, are they called?
Yeah.
Not Dutch caps, Dutch boy caps.
Not put one of them on your head, love.
That looked like a Jewish hat.
What do you like?
Oh dear.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we go through. And you know we never set the alarm again. We've only been doing videos for about 2 years, haven't we? Or...
Well, I don't love.
And then we've set the alarm about 3 times, 4 times.
No, I think we had a run of...
We had a run remembering.
Yeah.
We didn't, yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing my brocade jacket. I must confess it's a bit small. A bit small on the old
lovely, though.
arms.
It really is nice.
It's nice, but... You like me?
Really subtle colours. And she tell you, she's been buying again.
Cold. No,
I must admit, it looks lovely. You could really jazz that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they used to say ages ago when somebody thought they were posh and they weren't. They used to say fur coat and no knickers, didn't they? You know what she's like? She's got a fur coat and no knickers. And I think I just dipped my sleeve in my coffee.
Oh,
Never
give
mind.
her.
Yeah.
What do you like?
There it is. It reminds me of very much of these 40s, 50s.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice and it is nice
Yeah.
and soft, isn't it?
It's from George, which is Asda.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Asda Walmart to
Yeah.
you. And no, we don't have wool at our Asda.
No, we
Walmart.
don't.
And we don't have any Michael's, Joann's, whatever the other one's called. We don't have any
Hobby
of them.
Lobby.
Hobby Lobby, we don't have any
No.
of them.
We've
We're
got
so
Hobbycraft. We
We're
maybe
so deprived.
2 aisles of wool.
I don't know, I've not been to Hobbycraft.
Yeah, it's maybe just got 2 aisles of wool, and it's not the same as it. You know.
We
when
do
first
not
started.
have yarn shops. There's no wonder we all shop online. But the problem is, you see, you can't tell what you're getting.
No.
Hence we buy things and we think, what did I buy
Oh,
that for?
yeah.
Why did I buy it? But this came today. It cost me £10.
That's very nice.
£10 it cost me.
It's all
A
right.
whole £10. It's gorgeously warm.
It is.
Yeah. I don't mind being second-hand rose.
No.
I love
Sometimes you
it.
can get some really good bargains.
I missed out on one of me indigo moons the other day. It was at £10 and it was at £10 and then I thought I'll put 20 on it just to be on the safe side. And 1 minute before it was due, it went to £31. And I'm thinking, oh,
You got enough.
there wasn't time to.
Come on,
it was a
be
red
told.
one. It was a
I
red
shall
one.
I shall tell her on your behalf.
It was a red one and it was nice. I was
No.
I was quite miffed. Who puts a bid on for like £31 at the last minute?
Oh yeah.
Obviously somebody did and nipped me off at the post and I was quite upset about that for the rest of the day. I thought I was going to get a £10 coat.
Well, never mind.
But never mind.
But that's lovely.
Yeah, I quite like this. I'm going to,
Yes, squishable, isn't
yes,
it?
might be a
Squishable.
bit chilly around the old bottom when I'm sat on my scooter though. And he still hasn't been to show me mini scooter yet.
And when did he say we're coming?
When it was a sunny day.
And that's why. Might be waiting a while, Jan.
I'll phone you when it's a sunny day and then you can try them out on...
February in Manchester.
Yeah, when you can try them out
Sunny day.
on the road, he
You
said.
don't get those three things in the same sentence, do you really?
No, not really. So that's why he hasn't been, I think, because we're still waiting for that sunny day. We did get one sunny day, actually, but it was in the morning. So by the time he would have gathered his wits and gathered the scooters up, it probably
Yeah,
would have rained
that's
again.
it.
Oh.
No, I saw on, I think it was in one of these home magazines.
Yeah.
This house, obviously in Manchester, and there was a thing she had on wall and it said, Manchester, land of liquid sunshine.
Yes,
And do you know what I've just thought? Do you know that's so true?
So true.
Yep, liquid sunshine, that's what we get.
People say to me, is it true? Does it always rain in Manchester? And I go, well, pretty much a lot of the time, yeah. Hence the lovely complexion. Back to that again. On the web feet and we're all good swimmers.
Yeah.
Oh
dear.
Yeah, we could do with the canoes, couldn't we, sometimes?
I know it feels like that, doesn't it? Last night it absolutely lashed it down.
I think I must have escaped it, or I was so tired I just dropped asleep.
No, I went to bed last night and I thought, flipping Nora. And it was absolutely giving it some. It must have been raining sideways.
Yeah.
It was horrendous. Mind you, it was when I got up this morning.
Yeah. I heard it lashing against the window there. I've been so off my game.
Yeah.
I wanted to sit and crochet and stuff like that, but other things, you know, like your tasks you're supposed to be doing, I keep thinking, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I have to be, and I've just not been in the mood. I don't know why I've had a whole week where I can't tell you what I've done apart from crochet 3 shawls.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm quite jealous, really.
Oh,
I know.
baby. Gigi is our mascot. And
That's
he's,
it. Well, he was fast asleep.
He was fast asleep and now he's woken up again now. Hello, baby. Do you want to be on telly? Hey? You want to be on telly?
He
There
said,
he
"No."
is. Fast asleep he's.
What are you doing, he says.
He says, go away. I was happy before you did that to me. I was happy. And he didn't see the postman, so I don't know what postman's brought. But it didn't look like anything interesting.
Did it not? I only caught the flash of the
No, it just looked like an envelope.
the jacket as he was going away, and then thinking, the dog's not seen him.
No, she hasn't. He hasn't seen him. He's enjoying sitting on there, don't you, darling? They used to bring his basket backwards and forwards every day, and I said to him, look, you know, we can dispense with this because he'd just rather sit on me or sit on the chair.
Yeah.
He loves that, sitting there like that. With the back of the cushion down, yeah.
You've been usurped.
Yeah. I've got lost to my chair.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's going darker and darker and darker.
I know, I shall make my way back over them there hills.
And what time is it? 2:50. It's gone dark already. We're going dark already.
Man, it's the weather, isn't it?
Well,
Wait for the snow to arrive.
Oh no, no snow. We've got snow in Scotland, I believe. Hayley, enjoy your snow.
Well, radio in cars all coming over, I was saying to you that, you know, they were saying that the snow had reached the borders, which is sort of like, you know, Northumberland and
Well, I hope it hasn't reached you when you get home.
Dumfries and Galloway and that. So,
Yeah.
it's on its way down.
No, it's going to
Well,
stop.
let's just, you know, we can hope it fizzles out, but
It's going to
I'm
fizzle out.
expecting
It's not,
snow.
not coming this way. No.
I live higher up than you,
Yeah.
see.
No, it's
so-
like Doris. Doris is going to pass by. I mean, the last time they forecast a big storm, I don't know where it went because it didn't come here.
That's it, only a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Oh, it was going to be...
Batten the
you know,
hatches down, it's going to be
hellfire
dreadful.
and
Yeah.
brimstone.
And I'm like,
it didn't
sat here.
really materialise,
No, I'm sat
did
here
it?
thinking, where is it? Yeah. I mean, last night it got a little bit windy, so I'm thinking, oh, hello, Doris is on its way here, yeah?
Oh no, believe me, out there, Jan, it is more than windy.
Yeah. I was supposed to be going to the post office today, but I'm not going. I'm sorry, the person who bought a hat. I will send it tomorrow, hopefully. I just don't like being battered about on my scooter when I'm going up the road.
Oh well.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to Stitches, so we'll just say, have a good time
Yeah,
to all those people.
even
who are
though
going.
we're not going.
Yeah, I know.
Have a good time then.
Yeah. We don't really hate you.
No, no.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
don't hate you battling your way through all the people, looking at all the nice. Well, we don't hate you at all.
No, we wouldn't ever want to do that, would we?
No. Yeah, right. I'd never do the flight tour, I don't think, because I can't have my legs. I'd have to fly, is it business class or whatever it is, the posh class.
Oh,
You know, so I could stretch all my legs
when I went
out.
lottery,
Yeah.
we'll go.
I could never sit in the economy seats, you know, my knees up round my
Yeah.
chin somewhere. I'd have to keep walking about all the time because I couldn't cope with that.
No, we could do with Concorde.
Yeah.
Because it was only a few hours, wasn't
Yeah.
it? You sort of like got there
And,
as, just before you were setting off.
yeah, they barely had time to give you your dinner, did
Yeah.
they? Might be my luck, I get on that flight where they don't give you any lunch or you have to buy it, yeah.
But long haul, they usually
Put
it's all
50p to go for a
factory.
wee, you
Yeah.
know, what are they? Well, those budget flights, is it?
Yes.
Cheap
yeah.
flights, yeah. Did you ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
Fascinating.
Aida. Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to look on YouTube, they do a video called Cheap Flights, and they are so funny. There are 3 women out there.
Yeah,
so,
it's brilliant.
So funny. And it's all about, you know what?
Cheap flights.
Cheap flights, yeah. What you
Yeah,
don't
the
get.
airline that's orange and white.
Yeah.
It is that one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they just got call it budget flights, and I've done.
Or cheap flights.
Cheap flights, yeah.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah. So, the thing is, they don't let you take sandwiches and food on the plane, and yet they won't serve you with any food. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to buy it from them at exorbitant prices. I can remember when I came home from Greece. I don't normally drink alcohol especially not on a flight. But on the way back, I thought, go on, I'm going to have a drink.
Yeah.
So I ordered a rum and coke, and I think it was about £6. £6. And I thought, that's the dearest drink I've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we went to Stringfellas, it didn't cost us that much.
In where?
In Stringfellas, I went
Alright, I'm not going out. I'm not going there.
When I was
I'm not going to encourage you.
when I
No.
was young. This bloke came up to my she was my cousin, yeah. She was a lovely, gorgeous girl. And he came up to her and he had a rose. You could buy roses and you could give them to people that you liked, you know. And he came up to her and I could see her going, no, no, no. So I put my hand out and I said, thank you very much, that's very kind of you. And he looked at me and said, oh, we're giving it to you, you old bat, you know. But I could see her, she shrank away because, you know, he wasn't the nicest person in the world. So I took it off him.
That's it. How gallant of you.
Yes. So I walked around the club all night with this rose, like, somebody's giving me a rose. They didn't really.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It was funny because it was when Chess, you know, the film, or this screen, musical, Chess. It was when, that's how long ago it was, when Chess came out and it was a black and white night.
Right.
So I had to go out and buy something, you know, to wear that was black and white. So did my cousin, she wore black and white. But when we got there, hardly anybody else had done it.
Oh.
There was like advertising saying it was this chess night and that they requested everybody to wear black and white. So we thought, oh, we don't want to get turned away,
Yeah.
you know, just because we're not wearing black and white type of thing. And nobody else had bothered. So we were wandering around looking like secretaries wearing black and white. But that's how long ago it was went to Stringfellas. Yeah. Well, I used to know how to live life in my day. Yes.
Right. So.
Yes. I saw Jack Nicholson once outside it was the premiere of Annie. Remember Annie, the musical? And we'd just come back from Greece and I had my backpack on. And I had a bottle of whiskey in each side pocket
Yeah.
of my backpack. And Jack Nicholson stopped dead in his tracks and he come back and he said, that's what I like, he said. A well-balanced rucksack.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
like
I
me
kinda-
throwing my shoes away.
Yeah.
Last night at holiday so I could get 2 bottles of whiskey in panniers.
So I can also say I've spoken to Jack Nicholson.
Ooh, get you.
He's so tiny. He's so
Yeah.
little. I'm not big and he's much smaller than me.
Really?
They must stand him on blocks when he's
Yeah.
on the films. Yeah.
Hey, dearie me.
That's my claim to fame.
Nice one. Can't think there's ever
And
spoken to anybody famous.
getting Tony Christie's cufflink hook